you gotta understand is about the early stages of Sinners podcast is this. Every week we'd have 3 guests. Do you get what I'm trying to say? 3 guests minimum every week. And there used to be like totally different people every week, 3 guests. Now with that now, finding a guest every week, 3 of them, means you got to put in a lot of work to, 1, invite them there, 2, ensure that they turn up, and 3, get them to be a level of entertaining, like be entertaining. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's why with the OF, yeah, because they had a way of monetizing the podcast, it was easier for them to come on the podcast, and they're the ones that would turn up more, like they're the ones that wouldn't let us down, type thing, because they can make money off the back of the content. When we used to invite other people down, because we had a lot of OFs, they'll be scared of coming on the podcast because of how they might be perceived to look. You get me? I feel like that perception barrier is broken down totally now. Like everyone is just everyone, and everyone just represents themselves. But in the beginning stages, everyone's scared of how their brand's going to be represented, all of that stuff. You get me? Now, fast forward to where we are now. Yeah, remember we've been going for like 4 years now. So 3 years of having different guests every week, and we've had an episode every week. Like literally, I don't think we've had 1 week off. Sometimes we've had 2 a week. You know what I'm saying? We've done multiple things. I specifically have done multiple things. I've done one-on-one shows. I've done a lot of different types of podcasting for like I've done one-on-ones. I've done whole group discussions. I've done whatever you can think. I've done it on the show. You get me? If you're new to Sinners Podcast, you wouldn't know that. If you've been watching it from the beginning, you would know that. You get me? But now, for me personally, yeah, getting 3 people to come on, it's long. And what's happening is they're benefiting from the podcast and build up their audience, and then they'll go somewhere else and they'll build up their audience some more, whatever. And it doesn't really benefit us because it's just chopping and changing every week. You're not getting to know anyone in specific. So what I started to do is have the same people on more continuously. And that's what you see now. We're building up a group of people that want influence and want to monetize that. So rather than having loads of guests, we don't even invite guests. Guests come to us now. Yeah. And more time. It's not like we don't want guests, because it still helps the show. But I'd rather have a team of people that are consistently seen on the podcast to build up their personal brand, so people can watch the podcast and say, I like that character. I'm watching for that person. I'm watching for that person. Oh, I like the interaction between those 2 people. Yo, when my man and him get at it, that's funny. Do you get what I say? It just helps to build up podcasts where you understand and you know the people on the podcast more, and you just build up a better relationship with them. Kind of how reality TV and those kind of things work these days, isn't it? So that's what the podcast is. And then, so for me personally, yeah, I see a lot of comments talking about like the noise in the background. People, we don't really get we don't really get that much these days is people talking over each other. Because I feel like within podcasting, yeah, there's different types. And I'm not saying people do podcasting with the intention of talking over people. I feel like people that start to podcast don't realize how to podcast in the beginning. But once you start getting into the flow of it, you start realizing how to do it. It's like an actual art to podcasting, like finding the gaps to get your point across, understanding how to answer questions, understanding how to maybe rage bait, how to clout, and also be funny, or sometimes entertaining, and then also how to deliver a message. All of those things. You know what I'm saying? But there's an art to that. It's not as simple as a lot of people think. And if you see a lot of the people that are on the podcast now, if you watch some of the episodes where they first started podcasting to where they are now, they've got way better. Especially Ray. Ray he never used to talk, never used to say anything. Rich jumped into the host chair, and he was always lost for direction. These days, he can control the podcast. You get it? And there's multiple different examples. You get me? Well, that's just my opinion. Now, the Xmas special one was one of those ones where it was like, yo, everyone just come down. Table's going to be open. Just grab a seat. if you're not got nothing to say, come off the table, let someone else have a seat type thing. You get me? The room was packed. It was just a vibe. Wait there 1 second. Yo. Just anything to start off. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. 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 But I'm on stream, so I'm gonna have to show you back. All right. Yeah, so anyways, where was I? Can someone just remind me where I was? Let's just get onto these some of these Instagram clips. So let's start with this one.
Consciously, man need to uplift the gallem because I don't know what's wrong with the internet, but the gallem, our gallem is always under attack from like by bare people. Do you get what I'm saying? So man was like, man, uplift them straight away. Boom, I've done the video that's gone mad. The man, big up the black gallem because they're mad, but we love the madness still.
Yeah.
And that one went sick. And then I was like, yeah, cool, upliftment. Do you get what I'm saying? So see when it came to like the Ginger J thing, because I see people do mad stuff.
Yeah.
Content creators as well. Like I see people do mad shit. Remember, spray my brethren, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? So to make man know, I see mad shit on the internet, but man always consciously said it's upliftment, innit? Man's never gonna try and build a career or
popping people down.
or popping anyone down. I didn't see it. The first thing I said consciously, man need to up.
Okay, and so bam, my man saying we need to uplift the black females. My take on that is, yeah, he's right, but there's multiple ways that you can do that. Sometimes highlighting that we need to do that. Sometimes people look on that as like, it's like you're just highlighting something to be attacked again, if you get what I'm saying. You're giving people a weapon to say, oh, look at these black girls looking for attention again. Sometimes, you get what I'm saying? Like, not always. I'm just saying, like, for instance, look at this comment here. This from this account here. Official Swallow. Look, he's put this white geezer showing it all. Like, nigga, like, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're giving the ammo to do those type of things, which is cool, but does it help the upliftment overall by saying it? You get it? That's the point that I'm making. That's how I think sometimes. Now look at this account. Look, the hate me later podcast links. See, it's just like some I don't know who this is, but it's obviously gonna be some mad hater. What does anyone else say anything on these comments? Someone's gonna be calling me sniffy what do you call me? Sinner sniffy. You know, the gym, people keep asking, is the gym open?